Something special, the big move coming behind, and again it's BMC Racing trying to set something up. Those legs are starting to scream for Sylvain Chavanel.
Well, as they start to make way now, they start to break on the right here. They're trying to keep Cancellara back in this race as well. There's a rush on the left of the picture. Cancellara and Sagan are going in the middle as they break on the right as well. Now, can Peter Sagan control this one, because it's going to be... Oh, there's a crash in the middle. A rider from Vacon Soleil went down. That's broken up the peloton. They are out of this now. Cancellara is trying to... Sagan is over the top. Now he'll see the finishing line. Is there any stopping this man as he kicks again? Boysenhagen is on the right. Sagan is coming clear to win his second stage. He will consolidate his lead in the green jersey. And I think Cancellara will keep yellow as Sagan gets it. Cancellara close enough, probably a 1 second time gap. He's dancing all the way to the line. Boysenhagen second.
Well, Phil, 2 stage wins in 3 days for a 22-year-old is really something very remarkable indeed. Bradley Wiggins is off the back now. I wonder if he was involved in that crash. If he was involved in the crash, he will get the same time as the rest of the field.
Yes, he will. Under the rules, in the last 3 kilometres, if you are together when there's a fall, they will give you the same time as the riders you are with when you fell. So technically, all of these riders should be given the same time today.
Bradley Wiggins had indeed been caught behind the crash, along with Mick Rogers and Chris Froome, who was actually more in it than behind it, as we'll see in a moment. But Bradley knows the rules as well as anyone and finished calmly, knowing that he wasn't going to be penalised for it. Now, if you look at the centre of the screen, a couple of rows back in the pack, you'll see a red Katusha rider and a blue Vacon Soleil rider bumping shoulders. That was the cause of the crash. It rippled sideways and sent Chris Froome up the safety barrier and very nearly into the crowd. Luckily, he wasn't hurt and got straight back on, as did his team leader Wiggins in the centre of the screen here, once he got his chain back on. Denis Menchov on the right had a more badly damaged bike, and he took some time to finish. In fact, for a while he wasn't credited with the same time as everyone else, until the commissaires spotted him and restored him to his rightful place in the standings. After the stage, Matt spoke to a Chris Froome just grateful to be standing.
I just saw one of the, I think it was a Vacon Soleil rider in front of me. I was just trying to stay near the front like everyone else, and this rider just went off into the barriers in front of me, taking me with him. So there's nowhere to go. You just end up in the barriers yourself too. I think I had Bradley just behind me too. He got caught up in it, but he managed to get through all right, obviously.
Eventually, after a few provisional versions, a definitive stage result was issued. Never any doubt, of course, about the first man over the line, Peter Sagan, who had a timeable second's worth of clear air back to the bunch led by Adval Boassenhagen, and containing Peter Velits, Fabian Cancellara, Michael Albertini, Cadel Evans, Nicolas Roche and Samuel Sanchez. Vincenzo Nibali, Ryder Hejidal, Robert Geesink and Jurgen van den Broek were all in the main field ahead of the crash. Wiggins, Menchov and Froome were behind it, but given the same time. And there were plenty of people behind them. Mark Cavendish arrived in a group 7 minutes 27 down, along with Steve Cummings. Philippe Gilbert was just behind them, and David Miller was in a whole group of Garmin riders who lost 9 minutes nursing Tom Danielson to the finish before he went to hospital for x-rays on a suspected broken collarbone. The 2 confirmed victims